Welcome back. Joining us now, Thomas Force with the Alexandria Fire Department. How are you doing today?
Good. Good morning.
Good to have you, Tom. And
thank you.
July 4th, just around the corner.
Yes.
It's going to be a big weekend, and we need to talk a bit about firework safety.
As usual.
Yeah, as usual.
I mean, throughout the country, there's multiple accidents every year with fireworks.
Exactly. Always hear about it.
Always. And usually it's children involved, mostly involving kids playing with fireworks, either unsupervised or just being allowed to use the wrong kind of fireworks.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've talked about this before when children, they light those rockets, and sometimes they can land on their roofs and cause problems. Can you talk about that?
Well, like bottle rockets, things like that, that shoot projectiles, you don't want to shoot them toward the house where they're going to go up on a roof, especially if you got leaves and stuff on the roof or in the gutters, things like that. Sparklers are a big thing because people think, well, they're made for kids.
Yeah.
And I guess the way they were, but what they don't realize is the sparklers can actually inflict up to third-degree burns if mishandled, above 1,200 degrees. And if you kind of want to correlate that, you figure, what do most people bake stuff in the oven? Around 350, so you're looking at about 4 times that.
Wow.
And that's how hot they get.
So
Go ahead.
What are some of the safety precautions that people can take? Just some rule of thumb ideas.
Well, most importantly is with the kids is supervise them always. Either an old enough teenager or an adult that is responsible. Keep a bucket with either water or sand in it that when you're done with the sparklers or whatever, you throw them in the bucket, let them cool off before you try to throw them in the trash. Sometimes people think, well, they're out, so they're going to throw them in the trash. Well, they're still hot, sometimes hot enough to actually start a fire. But like firecrackers, I wouldn't give them to kids. Things like that. If you're going to shoot fireworks, a lot of times what I recommend to people is, get an adult, go buy some good fireworks, and where you can legally shoot them, and that's not in Alexandria, and put on a show for the kids. I mean, they're going to love it. They don't necessarily have to be the ones shooting them off, but they're going to love the show.
A lot of common sense stuff.
Yes,
Listening to you talk a little bit, it's just a lot of common sense.
Yes.
And make sure you always have an adult present.
Exactly. And even adults can make some mistakes.
Oh, yeah,
so,
exactly.
And the big thing is, with this time of year is, don't combine alcohol and fireworks. So,
what are some of the common injuries that you see every year due to fireworks?
Well, like I said, I haven't heard of a lot around here, and I've been doing this for a long time, but it's usually minor stuff. Sometimes they even go unreported, but I haven't heard of any major injuries in this area in a long time with fireworks.
Some good news. People are following the rules.
Yeah.
They're doing the right thing.
Obviously, cannot shoot fireworks off of the city, but people do anyway.
They do. I mean, it is against the law to shoot fireworks in the city of Alexandria and the city limits of Pineville. You see fireworks stands everywhere. If you see a fireworks stand, it is not in the city limits, I promise you. They can't even sell them in the city.
Right.
So, find a friend, someone out in the country somewhere, they want to do fireworks, go out there and shoot them where it's safe.
Or you can go to a fireworks show.
Or go to a fireworks show.
Yeah.
They've got one coming up at Beulah Lake that weekend.
Rock the Red here in downtown Alexandria Saturday night.
Yes.
Tom, the bucket of water, explain that a little bit, how that helps.
Well, once you use a firework like a sparkler or even like a Roman candle, you put it in there and it gives it the opportunity to cool off. And then when it's cooled off completely, it's safe to dispose like in the trash.
Right.
And again, people would just throw stuff in the trash can thinking it was out and let it sit there, and it like actually start a fire. So.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Tom, thanks for coming by. Good to
You're
have
welcome.
you.
Thanks for having me.
People just need to be careful this upcoming weekend and then through Monday, which is actually on July 4th.
Yes.
Good to have you.
Thank you.
More to come. Stephen Adams joins us in just a second. Stick around.